Our next guest, our next speaker, he of course is on the executive board of SIT. Now, it's the reputation, it's the expertise of people on SIT's boards that makes it such a key differentiator. They have a genuine influence on the future success of SIT students. What they do is they connect them with their own networks in the computer science and the technology industries as well. There are just so many exciting elements of this course, such as how SIT can help you build hardware, algorithms, and software for quantum computers. How do they do that? Well, many people on SIT governing boards are working on the bleeding edge of quantum computing to build practical computing devices superior to anything classic. I want to move it on. I want to introduce our next speaker. He is the father, he is the heart, he is the soul of this new MSc program. He is, of course, Professor Mauro Pezzé, Director of the Master's Program in Computer Science and Software Engineering at the Schaffhausen Institute of Technology. Mauro, I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you very much. As Mark says, I'm the architect and the pusher of this master, and I think I don't have to tell you why to actually study computer science and software engineering, because I think Sergey and Monty gave you millions of reasons to study software engineering. Let me actually, since we are running late of time, let me actually answer live some questions while speaking. So I saw questions like, what you need to actually apply to the master. You need a bachelor. Okay, a valid bachelor, that's enough. Why you actually should apply to a master? Why a bachelor is not enough? Because of computer science, because software engineering, because of the innovation. The world is going much beyond what we need, what we know now, and you need more information. You need more deep insight of not just how to build software, but how software will be in 10 years' time. Do you know anything about the new materials? Do you know anything about quantum computing? Do you know anything about how to build the big software infrastructure with 15 managers and hundreds of people working on the software infrastructure just with a bachelor? Bachelor is fantastic, but it's not enough. So let me actually go ahead with why we should, the reasons to actually study software engineering in this master. I need the next slide, please. Okay. Okay, we have, I drafted 7 main reasons to join this master, First reason, okay, well, I started the master 20 years ago in Milan, it's successful. I started the master 15 years ago in Lugano, it's successful. Why the hell should I start the master at SIT? Because this is a new master. Sergey and Monty gave you some ideas why you need to know technical stuff, why you need to know science, why you need to know engineering, why you need to know business, and none of the masters you find around give you all this mix of really important elements that you need to do to actually study the master. And so the second part is, and that comes to the program, we actually have a program, a unique program that prepares people not just good software engineers, not good software scientists. We prepare key leaders in science and technology. Other element which is extremely important, you had heard Sergey, you heard Monty, you will have access to the top world leaders in science, in technology, in business, in engineering. You will directly talk to Nobel Prize winners to know how to win the next Nobel Prize. Teaching, we are not teaching like classic programs. You will find a completely new way of teaching because we are new. We have not this huge ancient legacy of like big rooms, big professors, big courses. No, we are agile. We can actually address you in a way which is completely different from what we've seen so far. And then the other thing which is extremely important, and you see this today, the talks were not like professors, they were entrepreneurs. They were people who actually build new solutions, people who build new companies, people who actually also made millions, billions of dollars, and that's not too bad. And so we need, it's not just a matter of learning. It's a matter of merging together research and business. It's a matter of actually getting the synergy between the two things. And we also have partners. Today, we have a double degree with Carnegie Mellon University. Today, we have a double degree with the National University of Singapore. You can get not just international degree, transcontinental degree. You get a European degree, you get a North American degree or an Asian degree out of 2 of the top schools. You know, we're talking about top 5 schools in the US and in Asia. And we actually want to get the best students. So we want to actually attract the students with strong and rich scholarship. Now, let me tell you a bit more. You know, what is an exciting program? An exciting program means merging technical skills, merging management skills, merging leadership skills. How do we merge this? Well, we merge them by actually having courses like quality engineering, data science, cyber protection, architectural structure, deep learning, quantum informatics. You know, it's not just like the classic algorithm study. It's not just a classic. Yes, you know that. You have a bachelor. We go beyond that. But it's not only that. We talk about product, we talk about marketing, we talk about design, we talk about transformational change management, which is the way you actually manage large projects. You can be the best architect, the best software engineering in the world, but managing a team of tens of people, you need to know also how to manage people. You need to know how to deal with people. You need to know how to deal with things which are not located in one single element, but spread it around. And leadership. Entrepreneurship, agile leadership, customer-centered mindset. This is what we teach in the master, which is far beyond what we actually have usually in any other classic master. Now, second element, we will meet leaders in research and business. Of course, you meet me. Well, you know, that's not the big news, but you know, I am actually the editor-in-chief of ACM Transactional Software Engineering and Methodology, which is one of the 2 top journals in software engineering. I'm not talking about the journals in my own university. I'm not talking about journals in Switzerland. I'm talking about journals worldwide. I actually wrote a book which 15 years ago, where there were no course at all on software quality, and now every single university has a course on software quality and software testing. I graduated almost 30 people now, I say 25, but more than that, PhD students. I'm not talking about the hundreds of bachelor and master's students, 25 PhD students. Well, you know, what they do? Well, one is actually professor at Georgia Tech, top 5 in US of computer science. One is professor in Polytechnic of Milan, top 1 in Italy and top 10 in Europe. One is professors in Bicocca, one is professors in Spain. Well, so it's the fantastic part of my job, getting people working with me and getting beyond what I can do and what I can do. And but it's not only me, of course. You know, we have René, who actually was, according to Forbes, the 3rd highest top highest paid marketing executive. We talked with Sergey. You actually listened to him, and I don't have to introduce him again. We talked to Barry, who is the worldwide expert in security. We talked to Arthur, who is famous for his work in quantum physics. You talk to Anton, who is a decision scientist. You talk to Candid, who is a security advisor. You talk to Stas, who actually got a prize for his enormous job in security from Bill Gates. You talk to Bruce, you talk to Kostya, who actually got a Nobel Prize. And they know we challenge you. We want 2 Nobel Prizes from you from after the master. Leading teaching style. What is a teaching style? You know, well, you know, you go to universities and you have now professors who actually give you a lot of material. You will get access to web material, you get access to the platform, you get access to e-learning, you get access to the, especially now in the virus era, you know, lectures are online, you know, like exactly this presentation. No, this is not what we do. We are not just simply teaching online like we were doing 20, 40, 50 years ago. No, we actually build working groups, distributed working groups in the classroom that actually gives you the possibility of being on-site and remote at the same time. You know, we have a team. We have teams of students with professors, with TAs working together. How do they work? We don't care whether they are sitting in Schaffhausen, whether they are sitting in Zurich, whether they are sitting in Singapore, whether they are sitting in Costa Rica, whether they're sitting in Moscow. We care about them sitting virtually in the same room, in the same tube, interacting with the people. And this is something that actually is not just something that is simply going online. Is to work in the environment that will be the normal environment for the future jobs. The future jobs is not going to be like you go to the office every morning. Is you actually work in team every day, which is completely different. You know, like now, you know, how many people are in the same location? Probably nobody in this group, but we are over 200 people altogether in this group. Okay, sorry for that. And another thing which is very important, we talked about blending academia and industry. We will actually try to merge the things together. It's not just a matter of like having a blah, blah, blah from industrial people. Yes, we will have people coming and teaching in Lugano, in Schaffhausen. We will have people giving their experience, but we also have you working on projects that are given to us and agreed with leading companies. We work on the project of the future during the master to practice what you learn in the master and learn how it actually can be applicable. We have a top-class academic structure. We have seminars and interviews. We have this fantastic flexible environment which allow you to sit down everywhere you want, whenever you want, to work with us, to join us. So it's going to be really not just online, but it's a personalized digital learning. Okay. Access to teaching, leading research centers. Okay. Well, first of all, you will access the research center of SIT. You will access cybersecurity, AI, machine learning, software engineering, robotics, automation, quantum technology, advanced materials, digital health, business management, digital laws, digital sport. Okay, not everything today. We are building this. You know, we will have half of that already ready by September, and you will actually help us, work with us, building this fantastic infrastructure. And this will give you access to not just us, but all our partners, Carnegie Mellon, Singapore, but every other partner we work with, Cambridge, Siena, many different universities that actually collaborate on different projects with us. As I said, it's not just a matter of like one single experience, but you know, it's more like industrial experience. You know, what does it mean, industrial experience? It means capstone projects. Starting from the beginning, you will not sit in the classroom. You will work in a team on a project to learn what you actually, to apply what you learn in the classroom. Summer internship, you know, we will give everybody the possibility of working in companies during the summer. And yes, you know, let me answer live to the question by Vadim. Yes, we have a fantastic PhD program. You can study the master. I'm so happy that you look ahead. Yes, you can study the master, go with a PhD program, go with an industrial and research and academic and international PhD with us. But let me go back to the experience. You know, you also want to actually, we will actually have thesis. Okay, which master does not have a master thesis? Oh, but we have a research thesis to go on with the PhD to actually learn how it is a research experience. We have industrial thesis, which means working for your thesis in a company. And we have a unique kind of thesis, which is startup thesis. You will be able, as in your thesis, to actually design, plan, and start a company within our park. With you, with the technical leader, with the business angels, with our partners, with our venture capitalists. And, you know, the result of your thesis is a company. It's not just a piece of paper, okay? And then, you know, at this point, you know, I don't tell you that, you know, we think or we give you opportunities for careers that you have never seen in your life. And by the way, I'm a fan of Formula One, but this is not Formula One. This is actually the car, completely autonomous car that is actually the first spin-off of our universities. We build these kind of cars, and we actually compete in the European and World Car Championship. Now, let me actually give you a couple more information before I actually give you time for a very few questions. we say we are new. Okay, we are new for many things. This is yet another thing. We have a double degree, yes, but not only, we have fast track. So what does it mean, double degree and fast track? The double degree, fast track means being able to actually finish, sorry, I actually have a problem with my keyboard. Okay, finishing in 3 semesters. It's a short master? No, it's an intensive master. You know, second semester, you work extra, you work on Saturday, you work on Sunday, you work on summer, you work on the summer. Third semester, you terminate. You can actually get a complete European style master within 3 semesters. Or you can take advantage of our partnership, get complete full scholarship to actually get that covers both tuition fees and living costs and traveling costs to go to US, to go to Carnegie Mellon, to go to Singapore, to get to the NUS. And at the end of this experience, come back, do your thesis, and you get a master from SIT, a master from Carnegie Mellon, or a master from National University of Singapore. And admission and scholarship, there were a couple of questions. Okay, question number 1 is what you need to actually come to us. You need to want to actually be the leader in the future. This is what we want. We want actually the most talented people. If you have talent and you think you have talent, you want to bet on your experience, on yourself, come to us. Okay, you also need a bachelor. So you need a bachelor in computer science or software engineering of any other discipline, but you need to know something about informatics. So what we actually have, if you have a bachelor in computer science or software engineering, you're admitted. If you have a bachelor in any other discipline, yeah, we'll interview you, not to actually cut you out, but to actually let you know what you need to learn to actually be able to be with us. Submissions, you need to apply within early as possible. I would say it's August the 2nd for non-EU students and September the 1st for Swiss and EU students. No discrimination, just a visa problem. If you're late, contact us. We try to actually see whether we can get a personalized path that actually allows you to be in, even if you're late with the visa. Anything else, fast track, join degrees, after that. You get in and then you can apply and get admitted. And we do have a lot of scholarship available for you to actually, if you really are talented. And let me actually hand over to the question time. So thanks a lot.